to Rebecca's Private Idaho 2020, year number 8 of RPI and year number 1 of the RPI Challenge. We are here at the Argyros Performing Arts Center. Thank you for hosting our awards party, our celebration. I'm so happy you guys are here to join me. It's a little different than all the other years, but no less special. And I have to thank all of you for stepping up, committing, giving your heart and soul, your lungs, your legs, everything to this experience. You embraced it, you went all in, and it wouldn't have happened without you. You know, when 2020 kind of happened and gave us a little bit of a different deck of cards than we thought, I was not willing to give up on Private Idaho, and you weren't either. And that what came of this was a totally hybrid, a new event format, and it feels really good. It was an amazing weekend. And I had to think about when 2020 came up, like, why does Private Idaho happen? Why did I launch it 8 years ago? And the reason was that bikes heal, and they connect us personally, they connect us globally, and I wasn't willing to give up on that. And so that's why I didn't cancel year number 8, because I needed to connect with you as a community. I needed purpose for my riding and celebrate the beautiful places that we ride in. And what happened this year was so special, because normally you're all coming here to my hometown, and what really happened is that you embraced your own hometowns, and we had people around the world from 11 countries executing their own Private Idahos in their own backyard, and we started hearing all the stories of all these places where you rode that you've never been before. And what made me feel really good about that is that's why I launched RPI in the first place, was by exploring my own backyard. And so even though this year was different, it was absolutely no less rewarding for me. It was totally unique. It's the first time I really got to race my own race course as a participant in the way that you experience it, and I felt like we were really teammates. And what we created here with this was nothing less than a global phenomenon and an amazing movement. It's a hybrid event. It's totally new, it's different, but it is with the same goals and the same spirit that RPI has always been about. And so thank you. It was amazing. I can't believe it's over, but I need a rest day, so I'm kind of glad it's over. I'm going to give you a little cowbell because I really appreciate you being here tonight and at our awards party. All right, so tonight, what's going to happen is we are going to go through some of our winners. We've got some surprise and delight. We've got some, head rush cocktails to enjoy. But I want to give you a little bit of background of what was so cool about Private Idaho this year is instead of you coming just for one weekend, we launched this 8-week training program. And my goal was to bring you in as teammates of mine, give you access to all the pros in sort of my wheelhouse, from Coach Tim, Namrita, Dr. David Petrino, Kelly Sarrett from the Ready State. And I wanted to bring you into my world and give you all the tools that I have as an athlete, mostly to empower you and give you the knowledge and the experience and the confidence that you needed to go execute a ride in your own backyard. And you did it. It was really cool. You stepped up. I know it was hard. I know a lot of you are like, I don't know how to do this. And what came out of it at the end is a whole bunch of riders who are empowered to do more and go more places and ride their bikes with more experience. And that was so cool. It was so rewarding for me. It was an amazing finish line. What we accomplished, just so you guys know a few of our stats, we had over 60% female participation. That gets a cowbell. We had almost 500 racers from 11 countries and thousands of people on Strava. And so far, total funds raised to date, $30,000. We have a $50,000 goal. So we're getting there. We've got a couple more days of fundraising. So good job on the fundraising. And you guys all know that RPI is about riding our bikes for people, purpose, and place. And the purpose this year that you all know about through the Be Good Foundation, my dad gave me a couple words. His words were be good. And that is my mission statement. It's what the Be Good Foundation is about. The Be Good Foundation is about using the bike as a catalyst for healing, empowerment, evolution, and we did that this weekend. We've got another finish line to cross still with our fundraising, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. I also really have to give a shout out to our sponsors and our partners. Thank you. When I went to all of them and I said, I have this crazy idea. We're not having RPI in person, but we're going to do this other really cool thing. And they stayed on and they believed in us. And Mira is our presenting sponsor. You all get a Mira Finishers Cup that is coming your way. So make sure you check your email because just like any race, you're going to get your Finishers mug. So you've got to claim that. Of course, we've got Patron Tequila that has always been on since year number 1 with the Head Rush drink. And really cool sponsors that are on board this year are Liv and Giant, and you guys are going to be really excited about this. The French fry winners are each winning a Liv Devote and a Giant Revolt. If you didn't win that category but you still want one, there is a Liv Devote in our fundraising live auction that's happening right now. We've also got Max's, Smith, Sierra Nevada, our official beer sponsor. Garmin, you all learned how to load your routes during the RPI Challenge. Velocio Apparel, Envy, Light in Motion, WTB, Bike Flights. They're shipping all of your prizes to you from our awards ceremony. Goo, SRAM, and Revelate Designs, all the tools that you need for your big adventures. And I know that a lot of you really had to step it up this weekend because I wasn't there with an aid station, the SRAM car wasn't there waiting for you, and so you did have to take all your stuff with you and learn how to use it. And I'm proud of you guys. You did a good job. All right, so we're gonna get on to the Podium Awards. Excuse me for 1 minute. All right, Podium Awards. Well, first, 10 lucky winners. Doesn't matter how fast you are. We have a bunch of random cool stuff that we are giving away. And so 10 people, we've already drawn your names, are going to get a set of Bose SoundSport wireless headphones, the one I was wearing while I was racing this weekend. I know a few of my friends are like, did I get some? Did I get some? So you'll be surprised and delighted by that. But first, we're going to go into our Queen's Stage Race. And it was so cool for me to get to ride the Queen's Stage Race this year. I mean, I designed these sort of diabolically amazing courses, but I never really raced them all out like that, back to back, and it's hard, and it was amazing. And the people who stepped up for the Queen's Stage Race 3 days in a row, almost 200 miles in 3 days, that was a big ask, and it was really cool to see you guys step up. So for the top male and female winners, you're getting Garmin 1030, a Patron, you're getting a little bottle of Patron if you're of age, some Mira cups, and what's really cool is I'm really excited to announce our top female winner that we're going to have on here in a little bit from Bentonville, Arkansas, Crystal Anthony, in a time of 11:48 over 3 days. She was also the top queen. She was also the top winner of the Queen's Stage Race overall. So she had the fastest time, men or women. And we're gonna talk to Crystal in just a minute as soon as we go through the rest of the QSR. So Crystal Anthony, your top female for the Queen's Stage Race from Bentonville, Arkansas. In second place, Serena Bishop Gordon from Bend, Oregon. Congratulations. Serena and Crystal are both Liv athletes, so it was great to see my teammates on the top 2 steps of the podium. And our third place female in the Queen's Stage Race, Catherine Tobin from Arlington, Virginia. And on our male side, this is really cool. Our top male in the Queen's Stage Race is Tucker Peitz. He is from Bentonville, Arkansas, also from Bentonville, Arkansas, and he's 16 years old. And we're going to talk to him in a little bit too. Good job, Tucker. Second place from Palmer, Alaska, Jason Rowland in a time of 14 hours, 14 minutes, 46 seconds. And in third place from Westford, Massachusetts, 14 hours, 20 minutes, 32 seconds, Mark Ouellette. Congratulations. So what's really cool is everyone was designing their routes at home, and they were putting together, meaning the elevation and the distance profile, and it was so cool to see, you know, I bet what Jason's route in Palmer, Alaska was like compared to Mark's in Westford, Massachusetts, totally different. So I want to bring on now our top Queen's Stage Race female overall winner, Liv teammate, amazing woman, Crystal Anthony from Bentonville, Arkansas. Crystal! Yes! She is two-time U.S. Cyclocross World Champion, Podium Post Cyclocross, Marathon Mountain Bike Nationals. She does a ton of endurance mountain bike racing. She's raced around the world. Crystal, I really want to know a little bit about this race experience for you this weekend. What was it like racing, like on your own, but with people around the world?
It was really, really amazing. It was quite an experience that started with creating the routes, which was very fun for me. I love looking at maps and designing the routes and just highlighting some of the great roads we have in Arkansas, and was able to get some other locals to jump in as well. And, this year, I thought it was such a creative way to get people together and allow us to compete in a safe way.
I really wanted to, I'm a pro athlete too, like you, and I just felt like I really wanted to make this a race instead of a group, a fundraising ride. I wanted to keep score so that riders like you could be on a podium and could win an event. So how did you stay motivated when you were out there by yourself, knowing that other people were sort of gunning, me included, were gunning for your time?
Yeah, definitely. It was a different experience because you don't know who else is doing what or how fast you need to go. So it was definitely different, but I definitely was in race mode, and that felt really good. Like it felt like a real race, just because I knew, we were competing for time, and I had to design a route I thought would be fast and meet all the requirements. So.
Well, and then you crossed the finish line, but you don't really know.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I went as hard as I could. I don't really know.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you surprised when you saw that you won?
Yeah, I was, I had no idea. I knew there were a lot of great athletes signed up, but it was the first time I got to race my Live to Vote too, and that was just amazing. It was so fast and so fun to put it to the test. So
it's
glad
so
to
cool.
see it.
I mean,
yeah.
And this is your first Private Idaho ever, right?
That's correct. It's my first year that I was
going to. First one.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good cowbell.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I mean, I'm so stoked that you signed up and you raced your devote and you won. I ended up fourth, so I was chasing you a little bit. On the women's podium, I ended up fourth, which was so awesome. I definitely had you guys in my mind while I was racing, and I was like thinking about your times and your courses. So, any words you want to give to the team here? Any like parting RPI, high fives, podium prize, anything?
I was psyched to see so many people coming together to do this, and I can't wait to do it in person someday too. So thanks for having me.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Top female winner and overall winner. Totally amazing. She beat all the guys too. Next guest that we're going to have on is one of our youngest racers, Tucker Peitz. He was 16 years old. It was his birthday on the day of the race, and he had said he had just started training hard. He wanted a challenge to sign up, and Tucker's going to join us in a second and tell us about his ride. He's a NICA racer, and here he is. Hi, Tucker. You are our top male winner for the Queen's Stage Race. That's totally amazing. How are you? He's frozen. Can you hear us? Oh, look how cute he is. Well, he's frozen. Oh, Tucker, totally amazing. All right. Oh, there he is. We got you. Can you hear us? Are you on mute? Tucker.
Oh, there we go. Now it's working. It was frozen.
Yay!
Sorry.
Hi, Tucker. Congratulations. You won.
Hi.
RPI.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like, what does it feel like? You won like the biggest gravel race, one of the biggest gravel races in the world, and you just won it.
I'm in shock still. Like, it was crazy how I didn't even go out with like the intention of racing. I just wanted to go ride and see if I could do it.
Well, you must have ridden pretty dang fast.
Yeah.
So you're normally a mountain bike racer, or tell us a little bit about your setup here. Are you racing in NICA, or like have you ever done a stage race? Give us a little background.
So I've done one other gravel race, and I didn't do the greatest in it. It was like my second time ever on a bike, but I originally have always been doing NICA races, and I've done that for 4 years now, and I don't know, I just loved it. I love biking, and then I found gravel's a great training. And so,
So NICA races, like your high school mountain bike races, they're like an hour and a half. So what made you say, yeah, I'm going to do a 3-day stage race that's like 15 hours of riding and I'm going to go for it? Like, was that a big step up for you?
um, yeah, it was because like I've done like a century like every now and then, but that's like I don't know, that was like really hard, and I never thought that I could do that. And but I like sitting on a bike for a long time for some reason. I just have a
Well,
motivation to like just go.
it's so cool. I mean, you're our youngest winner by far ever of Rebecca's Private Idaho in 8 years. You're our youngest podium person ever in Rebecca's Private Idaho. I mean, we always try to get NICA teams and juniors to come ride, but like you're on the top of the podium, dude. Oh my God, it's so cool. That's so awesome. So what advice do you have for somebody who's wanting to get into gravel or do a stage race and thinks maybe they couldn't do it?
Well, first you have to love riding your bike, and you just like you tell yourself to just keep going and get stronger, because by like doing that, it's only going to make you better. That you could either do it again or do a different, bigger race, anything.
Well, it's so cool for us. You're going down in history as our youngest winner ever. And I really hope I get to meet you in person. And I'm so stoked that you signed up. And congratulations. It's so huge.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Tucker.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. We're going to get on to the Baked Potato Awards and prizes for the top 3 female and male riders. And the Baked Potato is the 102 miles. I don't know how many feet of climbing. I can't remember the routes that I made up. But in our top spot, she's going to win a Garmin Edge 1030, WTB saddle, and she's from Huntsville, Alabama, with a time of 6:58:47. Shannon Mathis, congratulations. And second place in our female baked potato, she is from Ontario, Canada, 7:04. So just 5 minutes behind Shannon, is Brenda Cole. Congratulations. And in third place gets Velocio gift cards, Light in Motion, headlights, Maxxis tires, great prize packages, in a time of 7:46:11 is from Tucson, Arizona, Allie Knutson. Congratulations, Allie. And Allie was a big part of the training program. She was super active, and it's super fun to see her on the podium. All right, so for our baked potato male prizes, at the top of the podium with the Garmin Edge 1030, WTB Patron, from Goshen, Indiana, in a time of 7:28, Chris Reese. Congratulations. And if I mispronounce your names, I apologize. You can correct me when you see me in person. You guys will all be getting your prizes sent out to you through Bike Flights. And so thank you, Bike Flights, for making this happen. It wouldn't be possible without you. And in second place, this is a really fun one, a guy who has been really involved with the training program as well, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, in a time of 7:49, Nate Edel. And in third place, in a time of 7:54:05, from Idaho, one of our very own, Bill Harper. Congratulations. All right, Bill, that's awesome. Thanks, you guys. And like I said, Bike Place is going to send you out your podium prizes, some of the cool trophies that we have here, just to show you guys. I really love to use locals for kind of all of our stuff here in Idaho, and our prizes are all custom made by Foster Weld. It's a welding company, a metal company here, and so all of you on the top step of the podium are going to get these really cool license plate plaques from Idaho for your category. So that's kind of some of the fun stuff. For the Queen's Stage Race winners, you are also going to get one of these sweet belt buckles, also made by Foster Weld, custom made. You can't buy these things. You got to earn them with your legs and your lungs. All right, our next guest that we're going to have up is my coach, Tim Cusick. Amazing guy. He helped me kind of come up with this concept, and it's sort of kind of the future really of training. And he's a world-class coach. He's the founder of Basecamp Training. He is the WKO Training Peaks product leader. He's a really smart guy. A lot of our programs were science and Stoke that we did, where Tim was the science, I was the Stoke. And we're going to have him join you because he was really part of this program. I couldn't have done it without Tim. And really what happened is Tim came on, and after Alaska, I came out. The last race I did was I did Rod Trail in Alaska. And, you know, I came out to COVID and was pretty unmotivated. And so what happened is Tim was like, what's it going to take for you to get on your bike? And I just said, well, I need a goal. I need something to plan for. And that's really where we started to come up with this concept of what would the RPI challenge be like. So Tim, if you can comment back in again, we're going to invite you in. We're working on all this stuff. This is a new concept. Coach Tim is coming on soon. So Tim said to me, what's it going to take to get you off the couch and onto your bike and training? So I needed a goal. I needed a community that was going to join me, and I needed a training program. So Tim could supply the training program. And then I was kind of like, well, what do we do next? And that's where we really came in. And so what was different about Private Idaho this year, instead of having just the weekend with you, we had 8 weeks of education and coaching and nutrition and mobility and mindfulness that were all coming in together to train with you. Like I said, to bring you into my world. We are trying to invite Coach Tim in right now. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go on to, if Tim comes in, isn't this fun? Isn't technology fun? We're doing good. All right, I'm going to go to French Fry Awards. Tim, we are going to bring you in. You just hang tight because I really want to talk to you. So what's really cool about the French Fry, that's the 56 miler. I don't remember how much elevation change. I designed these routes, but they all kind of blurred together. What was really cool is when Liv and Giant came on as partners, and they said, we want to do some bikes, but we want to do something really special for like not the top of the top, the hardest category. We want to do something for like the middle category. And so what's really exciting is for this year's RPI, for the French Fry winners, male and female, the female is winning a Live Devote gravel bike, brand new, just launched a couple weeks ago. And the top male is winning a Giant Revolt gravel bike. And pretty kind of amazing for prizing. And so thank you, Liv and Giant, for being part of that. Yeah, it's totally amazing. That deserves a cowbell. So we're going to start with our women and our top female. And I'm going to go over here and show you what she's getting. Our top female, who is getting a Live Devote, the actual bike that I ride. Really amazing. It's kind of clean from this weekend. Thank you. But Tracy Paul Harden Gravelin is going to go home with one of these beautiful Live Devote bicycles. More cowbell, please. Thank you very much. She won the French Fry in a time of 4 hours, 34 minutes. And she was also a really active part of the whole training community and kind of encouraging everyone. So Tracy, oh my gosh, congratulations. You had such a great ride. And our top male winner in the French Fry, who's going home with a Giant Revolt bike, is from Ketchum, Idaho, Doak Bailey, in a time of 3:24. Yes! And it was so cool because I was riding out on the courses myself, and I saw a few people out there, including the Screw. I saw Doak and some of the other folks from Idaho. Actually, the top 3 people in the French Fry were all riding together, and we're all hometown folks. So it was really cool to see you guys out there and kind of be racing alongside you as teammates. All right, so top winner, Tracy Paul Harden Gravelin, is going home with a Live Devote, and in second place with a time of 4:43, just a few minutes behind, from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, is Cindy Guy. Congratulations. And our third place French Fry rider, female from Idaho, is Carolyn Starrett in a time of 4:47. Yes. Congratulations. All right, and for the guys, you know your winner who's going home with a giant revolt is Doak Bailey. Congratulations. And in our second place, also from Boise, Idaho, in a time of 3:28, just behind Doak is Mike Burke. Congratulations. And in third place from Haley, Idaho, right close to Ketchum, in a time of 4:13 is Mike Long. Congratulations. And you guys are getting mirror bottles, Sierra Nevada, NV Animal tape, goo packages, Revelate designs, of course, spikes, and Garmin, and some Garmin products. So congratulations. Thanks to Bike Flights for getting all those prizes out. And are we still looking on Coach Tim? We can't get Coach Tim. Oh, so sad. So sad. All right, so we're going to keep going. We have some fun stuff. So as you guys know, I have a bunch of different courses, from the Queen's Stage Race, a 3-day stage race, to the 102-mile baked potato, the French fry 56-mile, and all the way to the tater tot. Oh, wait, we have Coach Tim. All right. Coach Tim is in the house. Oh, there he is. So,
hey, everybody.
Was it my technology or your technology, Tim?
I don't get to own the technology, so I'll blame you.
Okay, perfect. You can blame me. That's fine. That's fine. So as I told you guys, Tim was really instrumental in making this whole thing happen. It really wouldn't have been possible without really the brain that is behind that man right there that you see on the screen. I feel like we came together in such a perfect collision of, you know, I needed a coach. We came together. He coached me for the Iditarod. But then we really came together as business partners when Tim was like, Rebecca, what's it going to take to get you off the couch and back on your bike and training? And so we designed some of the motivation to make this happen. But Tim, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you for helping me develop this hybrid event format, because it's totally different and it's kind of new. So I know that you got to race this weekend, which was really exciting. And how long's it been since you got into race mode yourself? I mean, you're normally coaching people like me and Amber Neben and Olympians and world champions, but you got to race this weekend.
Yeah, no, it was great. It's been a while. You know, it's so funny. It's reinvigorating to some degree to get back in the mix. And as you know, we kind of talked about it in some of the meetings, doing the route planning and figuring out how to go fast. It was great. We already kind of heard some of that feedback from people. Build your route, race against yourself. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was nice to get out and practice what I preach. You know, when you coach as much, and I'm always traveling, I'm all around the world doing different things. It's really nice to have a block of time home. You know, I guess, you know, make lemonade out of, we all got a little stuck this summer, right? And do some racing. So it was fun. It was very nice to do.
I mean, I love that you're practicing what you're preaching. Like you said, it's like we were texting late at night. I mean, if you're putting on an event, for any of you who have ever done that, there's a lot of behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. Tim's like, I got to go to bed. I got to hydrate. I got to put my compression. I got to get my legs up. And you are really practicing what you preach. And I think that that's really important. And I was the same. This is the first time I've raced my own course. And I was like, I need to go to bed. I need to take care of myself. So it was really cool to see you fully embrace that. And for all of you out there, all of our staff raced one distance or another, which I was really proud of. It's the first time we've ever gotten to do it because we're usually working. So it was a gift for all of us to get to really be in your shoes and be your teammates. And I mean, Tim, for you, people don't have access to someone like you, a total world-class coach who's training world champions. And I know on the group, people were so excited and loved being able to just ask you personal questions about their training. I mean, so you coached a lot of individual people. Is this the first time you've done a big group training program like this?
Well, like this, yes. We do run our base camp program. So, you know, we have a program where we've done some things like this before, but this was really unique because it culminated in a specific performance event. Meaning it wasn't just the idea of, hey, let's just get some people in shape. And, you know, for me, coaching is this very serious job. Don't get me wrong. I always like to have some fun in it. And I have great athletes that I work with who like to laugh and enjoy the sport. But at that level, when you're talking about Olympic dreams and world championships and this and that, the pressure is always like no mistake, and you got to be focused. What's really was cool is getting to know hundreds of new athletes, right? All in one online kind of community, and really just being able to be yourself and have some fun in the sport, and, you know, drive and support people to accomplish one big goal. But that goal was beyond just winning or losing. It was participating, it was challenging yourself, it was doing something new and different during these challenge times. And I think it was really great to not just coach it, but be part of it. So it was really a unique experience.
I mean, it was so cool to see through the 8 weeks. We had a lot of time with people to see that, you know, some of the concerns or problems or things is that we're all human, and something that, like, you know, world champion Amber Neben might be having the same struggles as some person who is a weekend warrior. And I think that's what's really cool to realize, that, you know, your superheroes are really just humans. And so you're connecting the dots for people are people. And we all have the same challenges of stress or time or money or whatever. Like, I want to ride my bike more and I can't. And so I actually really love this community, because everyone at every level, it really just felt like we were a team. And often people are like, oh yeah, but it doesn't hurt for the fast people or the pros, or it's not hard, or you're not dealing with the same problems, but we all are. And I thought that was really fun about this group, is that we kind of all ended up sort of being able to, like, misery loves company, but then we could also boost each other up along the way and prop each other up. And that was really fun.
Yeah, I think that was really so key. I think you said it well. Hopefully everybody got a taste of it. It really isn't different than that. One-on-one coaching at that level, you know, you go through those same trials and tribulations, moments of really big victories and moments of really tough challenges. And we went through it with a couple of hundred community members, right? All at the same time. So we had the best of it all.
I mean, I know for me, Tim, I have to thank you. The accountability of having a coach and showing up for a team and showing up and doing a workout that's on the schedule, that accountability is priceless. And what you provided this group and the whole RPI challenge is incredible. So thank you, Coach Tim. Cheers to you. And,
I had a drink, guys. Cheers to you guys. What a great program.
And he had a really fast ride too, just so you know. I think you were fourth in the Queen Stage race. I think you and I both got fourth in the leaderboard, or somewhere around there.
Something like that. Yep.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Awesome. All right. On to the tater tot. And so people are probably like, what are with the potato names and all this? And when I launched Private Idaho, I really wanted to, like I said, I want to hire locals. I wanted to use our custom cowboy hats. Our finisher prizes are made in Idaho. Our belt buckles are made in Idaho. I really wanted to, like, bring in the Idaho vibe. And so the potato names are just a little nod to, like, Idaho is known for potatoes, but it's a lot more than that. And so our tater tot route is the 20-miler that I launched a couple years ago, because I really wanted everyone to be able to come. And gravel is really the great equalizer for a lot of cyclists. Roadies, mountain bikers, new, pros can all come into the picture. And our tater tot route, I want to go through the podium here, which is really exciting. This is our 20-mile route. And so our top female in the tater tot from Haley, Idaho is Heather Hill Foster in a time of 1:26. Congratulations. What was really cool about Heather is she was signed up for the Queen Stage race. She's a very fit, amazing racer, and she had some health issues and some struggles, but she lined up for the tater tot and made it to the top of the podium. So way to stay in there, Heather. Congratulations. That was awesome. I'm stoked to see you on the top of the podium. Our second place from Kalamazoo, Michigan, where I have relatives, in a time of 1:59 is Lisa Vormwald. Congratulations. And our third place tater tot finisher, Crystal Kovac. On to the guys in our tater tot male, and you're going to win a Garmin Edge 1030, WTB mudguards, goo package of items, all shipped to you from Bike Flights all the way to Switzerland. Sorry, Bike Flights. Is Reto Indergan. Congratulations. Our second second place Tater Tot winner gets a Revelate tool wallet, mirror bottle, Sierra Nevada from Idaho, Ramsey Marquis. Congratulations. And third place, Velocio gift cards, Light Motion Lights, Maxxis Tires, 14 years old from Littleton, Colorado, Burton Schultz. You know what I love is we've had the age range from basically 14 to I think 72 involved in the RPI Challenge this year. And it's really cool to see the span of everybody just coming in and riding their bikes, because I really do believe a bike is a lifelong gift that hopefully we're going to share with more people around the world. My next guest, I'm really excited to have her on. She's my Red Bull teammate. She's an Olympian, 2008 Olympic bronze medalist, 3 consecutive UCI, 4-time mountain bike world championships, Crankworks titles, downhill World Cup titles, slalom dominance. Oh my God, Jill Kintner!
What's up?
So the reason I have Jill Kintner on, which is totally amazing, she is world-class, top of the top, best of the best of the best, legend in downhill mountain biking. She took part this weekend in the Tater Tot, which I love. Jill takes part in any of this crazy stuff that I dream up. And we're celebrating Jill because she's never been in this position before, but she was our final finisher in the Tater Tot route. So she was really she was on the course the longest. We'll just say it that way. And it's
like,
so cool.
for real?
Yeah.
Well, because I
don't know what your time was, but I love that Jill just went out for a bike ride. So I want to have my friend Jill on here. She's a world-class athlete. And Jill, thank you. Welcome.
Well, I mean, I went for like more than 20 miles, so I put that time in.
Totally. She's like, I didn't know it was a race. I just do stuff that Rebecca does. I think it was great. I loved it. Be good. Yay. And then she's like, oh, it was a race? And you know, if Jill knew it was a race, then it would have been a different switch, would have been like flipping in her head. But I had to just bring you on because, like, have you ever finished last place in your life ever?
Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. But yes, I mean, you got to start somewhere. I didn't start first.
Exactly. That's why I knew you could.
If you're not first,
like, yeah,
you're last. You're not
exactly. So, what was well, thank you. First of all, why did you do RPI Challenge?
Well, because of you being such an inspiration, and I love that you just like motivate people and get these challenges going. And I did the Giddy Up with my friend Katie, and we had so much fun. And it was like we go our own pace. There's no pressure. It was just like a fun thing to get out and like out of your comfort zone a little bit. And I mean, because you can, like 20 miles was like, oh, I can just ride from my house. I like picked up a couple neighbors along the way, and we just like went to the other side of town, rode a couple trails, and then rode home. And like, yeah, we did like 32 miles or whatever. It was like fun and like something I wouldn't normally do. So thanks. And because I wanted to, like, anything you do, I'm like down to support, right? Like I love that the money went towards like growing diversity or towards like a cause that I actually like I care about, and I care about you, and you're out there suffering 3 days in a row. Oh, like that's the least I could do to be part of this.
You're so awesome. Thank you. I don't know if you put on like a backflip or downhill sort of challenge competition, I don't know if I would be able to take part in that. But I would watch and come ring a cowbell for you and cheer you on. But like, I'm so honored to be your teammate, and I love the time that we get to spend with you. And I just thank you for showing up and for riding your bike and for bringing friends along. It's really cool to have someone like you be part of this whole challenge. It's an honor.
Oh, thank you. We're like family, and I'll go anywhere that you want to go. I'm down.
It is a bike family. I love it. Thank you, Jill. You're so amazing. And we'll celebrate your last place finish in the Tater Tot. Yes.
I thought you guys were kidding. I actually did get last.
Yes, you did.
I did it though.
You did it. You totally showed up. There's a bunch of people who didn't show up, and you showed up. So it's awesome. Thanks, Jill.
Yeah, thanks, Rebecca. Thanks,
See
guys.
ya. Be
Bye.
Good. Whew, awesome. And I promise you guys, if you get last in one of the events or you take the longest on the course, I wouldn't have celebrated Jill in that way if she wasn't a friend and I knew she could take it, because she's used to being on the top of the podium all the time. All right. So we also like to celebrate people who are on the course for a long time, because that's a lot of commitment. People will say to me all the time, like, oh, you're a pro, or you finished first, it must be easier at the front. And it's not necessarily easier, but you're on course a shorter amount of time. And for those people who are on the course the longest amount of time, this is an RPI tradition, and we call it the Twice Baked Potato Award. So the final official finishers in the baked potato route, the 102-mile route, get recognized and get celebrated. And so our final female Twice Baked Potato Award from Hawaii goes to Jen Jones Patuli in a time of 11:34. Way to go, Jen. And the reason we celebrate the Twice Baked, the last official finisher, is that you didn't quit. You showed up, you towed the line, and you stayed in there, and you went to the finish line. And that's why we celebrate it. We're not celebrating how long it took you. We're celebrating your commitment. And so good job, Jen. That's amazing. Pretty good prizes. So our Twice Baked Potato male and female winners are going to get a SRAM drivetrain. Yes, thank you. $100 Velocio gift card and Envy Bar Tags to set up your ride. Yes. And our Twice Baked Potato male from Corvallis, Oregon, in a time of 12:20 to finish the 102-mile was Robert Franklin. Good job, Robert. And you guys will be getting your awards all sent out to you. But thanks for staying in there, you guys. Robert and Jen, that's amazing that you stayed in, you committed, you showed up, and you didn't quit. That's like everything. You guys all know that RPI has always been a fundraising ride. It's always been about giving back. And it's something that really came to me a number of years ago. Is I love being on the top of podium and celebrating wins and winning world championships, but really those are just a platform and a springboard for me to do more with my cycling. And when I launched the Be Good Foundation with the mission to use the bike as a catalyst for healing, empowerment, evolution, that was to use what I know and what I've learned to do more with my bike and to give the gift of cycling to more people around the world. This year with RPI and the current climate that we're in, I felt really strongly that our Be Good Foundation fundraising efforts needed to go towards groups that are increasing diversity, equity, and inclusion in cycling. I want to expand our cycling community. I want more people to be able to experience the gift of cycling. And so that is why we have partnered with 4 amazing organizations this year. And all of our fundraising is going towards these organizations. And I'm going to just tell you a little bit about them. Bahati Foundation, their mission is to give back to youth who require access and exposure to resources that foster greater achievement. And that is through the bike. And that is through Rasan Bahati, who is a giant racer, and he's launched that foundation in his name. Also the League of American Bicyclists. And their core is always teaching bicycling skills, education, empowerment. And they have an equity scholarship program that is specifically targeted towards removing barriers and enabling people of color to become cycling league instructors so that they can pass on the gift of cycling to more people. Grow Cycling Foundation is also a new organization that we partnered with, launched by Katie Holden and Elliot, friends of mine who are also giant and live racers. And they focus on the 4 pillars of education, opportunity, community, access, and they're really trying to create community building, career development, really changing the landscape of what the cycling community looks like and providing opportunity in a lot of different places. They're brand new, and so we're helping them get off the ground. We're also partnering with one of our traditional partners, World Bicycle Relief, and they have historically and always they are mobilizing women and students in rural Africa with bikes, with the life-changing gift of a bicycle that gets them to education, employment, healthcare, and really empowers them to rise above. A simple tool of 2 wheels really does change somebody's life, whether it's in Africa or Los Angeles or Idaho or anywhere else around the world. And so our fundraising efforts this year are all going towards those 4 amazing organizations through the Be Good Foundation. And we have crossed 1 finish line. You all did your races, but we have not crossed our second finish line, and that's our fundraising goal. We're not there yet. We set a goal of 50K. We're at 30K. And so here's a couple ways you can make a difference there and give the gift of cycling to more people. We have an online auction with a Live Devote bicycle still up for grabs. And that closes at midnight tomorrow on Wednesday. It's open to anyone. You didn't have to be part of the challenge. RebeccasPrivateIdaho.com/BeGoodFundraising. There's a Live Devote. There's some amazing bicycle art. There's an Envy wheel set. And we also still have our fundraising platforms individually that people have set up. So all the riders in this group set up their own individual platforms, and you can donate to their pages, their causes. And we have a couple of Be Good Fundraiser Awards, our top fundraisers to give out tonight, the people who really did the most. And one of our most amazing top fundraisers, a good friend of mine from Chicago, Illinois, Jen Agan, raised $1,600 with her community. Congratulations, Jen. You are going to change some people's lives, and you're going to get an amazing prize package sent out to you. And our top fundraiser for the entire weekend, who set up a fundraising page before Private Idaho, he set it up a little while ago, is my good friend Pete Beers. Raised $6,265. Congratulations. And that was a community effort. That really was a show of love for an amazing human in our world. And this year's RPI, I think you guys already all know this. I dedicated the race to Pete Beers a week before the event. He was killed in a tragic accident on his bicycle, putting together routes for his RPI challenge. And he's been a good friend. He's been at every single RPI that's ever happened. And he's going to be in our hearts at every single one that happens from here on out. He really dedicated his life to showing love and sharing the gift of the bicycle with more people around the world. And he set up this fundraising page before the accident happened. And I know a lot of you are riding this weekend with Pete in your hearts, and using his hashtag, we should go for a bike ride. And two of the words that he always said were, we should go for a bike ride and you are loved. And I know I carried him in my heart this weekend. It was totally amazing. The fundraising, for those of you who have donated to his fundraising page, the $6,265 that were donated, we are donating that money to the bike shop that he worked for, Bike Kinetic, in Virginia, Falls Church, and they are going to give those prizes, which is a SRAM drivetrain and a bunch of other amazing stuff, to someone in the area who is in need of that. And so I have a special guest to bring on for a Pete Beers dedication. One of Pete's really good friends, Jamie Whedon. He runs a travel business, and he takes veterans on historical tours. We've ridden together on a Pete Beers ride before. He's a close friend of Pete's. They came to RPI together in 2015, and he's actually in Bike Kinetic Bike Shop in Falls Church where Pete lived. Thank you, Jamie, for being on. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you, Rebecca.
All right, so I wanted to bring you on because I wanted to bring a little more Pete into this whole thing. We all had Hello Kitty stickers. We had people were wearing crazy socks because of Pete, but I want you to give us just a little bit of Pete Beers love and tell us some stories about this guy that we all came to know and love.
Yeah, Pete Beers he's a force of nature. He got everybody together. He's basically a peddling Pied Piper. This guy could get anyone from any walk of life, put them on a bike, and make them have fun. I first met Pete when he was working at a different bike shop, and I was commuting full-time at the time, and he helped me learn routes and where to go and how to do it, and he just made everyone want to be together and to be on bikes and to be outside. And you know, just to paraphrase a perfect Peteism is, you know, he was a car magnet. For whatever reason, Pete was hit by more cars than anyone we've ever met. And each time he would explain the situation with, I always get hit by the nicest people. And he would he would just have gotten hit. The people would be so upset, and he would diffuse the situation to a point where the people ended up taking him home or taking care of him because he just wanted to give to people.
I mean, I remember he was telling stories and like someone would get mad at him on the bike and he would just like basically like shower them with love, and eventually the person like would come around and stop yelling at them.
Precisely.
So
And
yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, and every night he would sign off his Facebook and or Instagram with "You are loved," like every single night and almost all day, every day.
He texted me the words "You are loved." I can't say how many times, and I know a lot of people listening here. I was thinking about how much time he spent actually sharing his love with everybody else, and I feel, I mean, it's why I dedicated the race to him, and we'll have a PPR scholarship RPI because he shared love so much, and it's so important for us to give that back to each other. And the bike community is so important, so special, and it really is, like you said. Going on a bike ride solves a lot of problems, and he'd always say we should just go on a bike ride, and it really does solve a lot of problems. I know that you went and rode the routes that he designed for the Clean Stage race this weekend. Can you tell us about that?
That was really a lot of fun. He had posted the rides to our team Facebook page a few weeks ago, and I was waffling on the fence. I was maybe going to do a race in Shenandoah, but COVID, so I really wasn't attracted to that. But he had said, you know, hey, come do this with me. And he planned a Rebecca stage race, and Saturday was going to be it was all single speed, fixie mountain bike, fixed gear mountain bike, people. Right? Wrap your brain around that. Fixed gear mountain bike, 44 miles in Montgomery County, starting on Saturday. And then Sunday was an out and back Seneca Creek Trail, which is off the CNO and DC mountain bike area. Time trial, 22 miles. And then yesterday was, it was supposed to be 108. I did 118 mountain bike miles. He was supposed to do 108 mountain bike miles on a fixed gear mountain bike, 160 over the entire weekend.
I mean, it's incredible, and I know that you rode right by the spot where his accident happened.
I did.
Part of the route. And you stopped there and you kind of said some words to some people around. Can you tell us about that?
It was pretty amazing because, you know, the anxiety you feel approaching the place, and then you get there and you see the outpour of support, and then somebody walks up to you. A really sweet Korean couple walked up to us and they said, you know, as you know, I said, yeah, he was a very good, very close friend of ours. He was very important to the entire cycling community. And she says, well, was it a little baby? Because of all the Hello Kitty stickers and everything everywhere. So I had to explain, no, we had this really cool, quirky, right. Total cowbell for Pete. And so I was like, no, he just had a cool, quirky, he's actually the strongest guy we know, but he was the sweetest man we know and had this quirky personality. And so he was all about, you know, Hello Kitty, to show his soft side, to make everyone feel comfortable, and he did. And so the first time I visited, I actually was just yelling at random walker-bys because there was nothing marking the spot now except for a broken fence. And I'm literally telling a guy, his name was Pete Pierce. You know? But yesterday I talked to a bunch of folks, and then some people asked really nice questions, and it was great to talk about it. It made me feel good. And so when you guys reached out to me this morning and asked me to talk, it was really my honor. So thank you.
I mean, Jamie, this is the key, is that Pete's gone. We freaking miss him, but he had such a powerful effect on all of us in the bike community, and it's our responsibility to carry on the ridiculous socks, the Hello Kitty, the You Are Loved, we should go on a bike ride. I mean, it's up to us to carry it on, and I feel responsibility now to do the job that he was doing for all of us. And so for all of you out there listening, you've seen the hashtag, we should go for a bike ride. And he's always going to be a part of RPI, and he connected me and you. He connected tons of people at RPI. He was always volunteering and riding and racing, and people around the world. And so thank you, Jamie, for being on. And I'm so grateful to know you because of Pete. And my promise to you and to him is that we're all going to carry on his legacy, because he really left something special with all of us in here with us, and RPI he'll always be here with us for that. So for all of you who rode, who never knew him, and all of you who did know him, thank you for going on a bike ride this weekend for Pete. Jamie, thanks for being with us. I look forward to riding with you again soon.
Can't wait.
Yeah, and for all of us here, you know, Private Idaho 2020 is technically over, but the momentum continues, and I think what we've all seen is so important is the importance of community and reaching out to your friends, telling people they are loved, going on a bike ride, staying connected, and no matter what the world sort of deals out to us, we have a choice in how we respond to it. And the best way to respond is by staying connected. And that's what RPI Challenge was all about. It's what Be Good Foundation is about. It's what, you know, being like Pete Bierce is about. And so this group that came together this year for year number 8 of RPI, but year number 1 of the RPI Challenge, you are truly pioneers. You believed in this. You got out, you put your heart and your soul into RPI. I can't thank you enough. And what I'm so excited about is you pushed me to be better. You pushed me to be creative. You pushed me to ride my own course as hard as I could. And you inspired me. And so I'm honored that I inspired you, but I have to let you know it's a two-way street. And so while it's sort of see you later for a little while, I promise you there's more to come. There's more Pete Beers in our worlds. And I really just want to close with thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to the cycling community for the gifts that you give me and the gifts that we are going to continue to give through the Be Good Foundation to more people. And you are loved. We should all go for a bike ride. And then we have a special sign off for you.
We should go for a big stupid ride. We should go for a bike ride. We should go for a big stupid ride. We should go for a bike ride. You are allowed. You are allowed. Ride in peace. Pete Beers.
All right, and if you guys didn't get to hear that song, if it didn't play enough, we'll send it back out again. But Pete, thank you for sharing your love with us. All of you out there for RPI Challenge 2020, so grateful I get to go on bike rides with you, and we'll see you again soon. Be good.